Hello, and welcome to the Arts of Language podcast with Andrew Poudwa, founder of the Institute for Excellence in Writing, or as many like to say, IEW. My name is Julie Walker, and I'm honored to serve Andrew and IEW as the Director of Marketing. Our goal is to equip teachers and teaching parents with methods and materials which will aid them in training their students to become confident and competent communicators and thinkers. So, Andrew, have you ever bought an appliance, a radio or something, and it came with a registration card that you had to fill out and mail it in so that you would register your product?
I don't know. I don't read the instructions when I buy things. I just throw all the papers in the garbage.
Well, that kind of answers my question, which is, do you ever fill them out and turn them in?
Well, there used to be that kind of thing, but now it's much more seamless. You know, you buy a product and they catch all your information. And then, especially if it's a company, you buy it directly from the manufacturer, like Apple or Dell.
But you might still have to go online.
You might have to go online and put it in. I wouldn't bother. Although, we all appreciate Apple Care.
We do, or other types of services that you actually have to take that extra step just to demonstrate that you want it. And of course, we are talking today about our premium membership. And the reason I bring this up, dear listener, who may have been one of the tens of thousands of people who have purchased the Teaching, Writing, Structure, and Style second edition, where we started including a year of premium membership with that course, about 20% of the people have activated their membership, which means 80%. Yes, there's 80% of our people out there that have not taken advantages of all the wonderful things that, quite frankly, you offer. I mean, we as a company offer, but we certainly capitalize on your mind and work.
I wonder, I always have a hesitation to paying for a year of an online subscription. I'm afraid I'm going to either be too busy or I'm going to forget that I have it because there's just too many things.
Right.
So that's one reason, people might be hesitant. The other thing, of course, is, they get a year.
Right.
Right. And it starts when they activate it.
Right.
So they might be thinking, well, I'll just wait till I need it.
Right.
And then I'll start it, and then my year countdown goes.
This is true.
So you can't blame them for that.
This is true, but it could be that for 4 years, that card has been sitting in their drawer, and I'm just thinking that this would be a really good time to activate your premium membership.
Julie, if that card has been sitting around for 4 years,
right,
it is not in the drawer. It is in the bottom of a pile.
Oh,
it is lost.
Well, we can solve that problem too. So I thought it would be good for us to talk today about some of the presents that are in that package.
But people may not know. We offer. Of course, this premium membership is the way in which we deliver the online version of the Teaching, Writing, Structure, and Style seminar.
Right.
Correct?
And this was something that we decided, 4 years ago, that we better have a different option other than DVDs because
the death of the disc is imminent. So we sell, of course, the TWSS with DVDs or without DVDs.
Right.
But whichever you buy, you get the card with the code that gives you 1 year access to all of those DVDs. We're talking all 9 units plus the added response to literature and the 4 demonstration classes.
Yes.
And you can watch that or any part of it whenever you want to.
Yeah, as long as you have internet and you can watch it through your iPad, your phone, your desktop computer. Yeah, as long as you have internet, you can be watching the Teaching, Writing, Structure, and Style.
So that's where it all started, was we're going to come up with an online delivery system. People buy the product without the DVDs, save the money, the difference, and have access to the streaming content.
Right.
And then we just started saying, wow, let's add more.
Let's see what else we can put in there.
Let's give more
yes,
to these
exactly.
people.
Exactly. And so then let's talk about some of those other things that we've included in there. I know one of the things that we've recently updated that's been in there for a couple years is one of your favorite things. That's the IEW checklist generator.
Oh, I dreamed about this idea. For years, I dreamed about this idea. I remember before you came on board, definitely, and maybe even before I met you, but somewhere around that time when we met and started.
It's a long time ago.
You were at Biola, and we did student workshops, and I was creating content for the student continuation course at the time. I just remember wrestling with whatever application it was at the time. It was
ClarisWorks, I think, right?
Oh, gosh. ClarisWorks, AppleWorks, and then later Microsoft Word. And I wanted to be able to make a nice-looking checklist, so it looks professional. But even just getting things lined up and then having enough lines but not too many lines. And then I remember trying to memorize the weird stroke combination that would give you a little box for a checklist. And it was like shift, option,
no idea.
R asterisk or something. And I just remember the hours I spent, and I thought, if I could just have something that I could just click, what do I want? And it could just go there. And finally, we had the resources and the person showed up to do it. And I said, can we make this happen?
Yep.
And I tell you, I personally, if I didn't already have access, I would actually pay what is it per year?
Well, the initial cost is $0 because you get it with your teaching right structure and style.
Right.
But to renew it every year is only $39.
$39. I would pay that. What does that work out to a month? Like $3.30 a month, something like that?
Definitely.
Somewhere right around there. $3 I would pay that.
Right.
Just so I could have that checklist generated. It's so smooth. You just go, you select a template based on what unit you're on. You click on the mechanics things you want. You click on whichever dress-ups. So you can put in what is easy, +1 or not. Same thing with openers, decorations. You can click on, you can add a line. So if you want to put in something that is in addition to the normal checklist, you can add that. There's a spot for banned words you can list. And you can whip out a really nice looking checklist in just a couple minutes.
Yep.
And it will save your checklist in your account, and then you can go and edit the thing.
Right.
So if you're in Unit 6 and you create one checklist and then you say, oh, it's time to introduce a new style technique, use the same checklist, just click the button for the next one, or you do a 2-paragraph thing, and then the next one you decide you want 3 paragraphs, just click the button that says 3 paragraphs, and all the nifty little boxes just appear. And you don't have to worry about tabs or spacing or, justification or the stroke combination that gives you the little boxy thingy.
Yes.
Oh, it is a blissful tool. And I would actually pay more than $3.20 or 30 cents a month. I'll probably pay twice. Actually, I may pay a lot more than that.
Well, technically you did.
True.
To get that developed.
Maybe I'm the person who's most happy about having it and being able to use it for my classes. But it's a great one, and we keep improving it. I was converted once we did this on the idea of having an actual programmer on the payroll.
Yep.
Because then we can say, all right, we need this fixed.
Yep.
We want this. Do this. And so I'm just, if you haven't seen this thing, any listeners out there, you haven't seen this thing, just go take a look at it. Do we have a page that kind of shows what that is so people can see? Or
Well, to get the sneak peek, you can go to IEW.com/premium. And that will give more background.
Okay, good. Okay, so people can kind of see what I'm talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Since this podcast has no PowerPoint show to go with it.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And so a couple other things that are in there. We included our premium members accreditation packet. And this is so teachers that are going through the Teaching Right Instruction Style video course that they're now streaming from anywhere in the world that has internet, there's a packet right there that they can actually fill that fill those forms out, do their practicum assignments, and submit it very easily. You could do it without the packet, but now we just made it step by step, super easy for parents and teachers to become IEW accredited instructors, which is so important to us, honestly. If you are a teaching, writing, structure and style aficionado, we really want you to become accredited because we know that there are families that are looking for tutors, that are looking for instructors for their children using our system.
Oh, yeah. We get calls every day.
We do.
Do you have a teacher in our area?
Right. And so now we can send them to the website and they can find teachers in their area.
And, I travel. I'm starting my travel season now, and wherever I go, I meet someone who comes up and goes, I got your accreditation.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
so happy.
Yes.
Or I'm proud of myself. Or it's interesting. I learned a lot by going through that whole process.
Yep.
I feel better qualified as a teacher. So it's just going that extra step to educate yourself and then affiliate with us.
Yep, exactly. So another thing that's in the premium membership is a coupon to get your new book, However Imperfectly.
See, now that right there is probably worth the whole deal, right?
Well, we valued that book, which is probably worth more than this, plus the DVD that's in there, a total of $25. So the book and the DVD, that's included. So this is the physical book. This is not a PDF. This is not a Kindle version. This is the physical book that you can get. There's a $25 off coupon off the price of this book.
So they renew for $39 and get this book, which is $25.
Right.
And I'm guessing in a few years, this book might go on eBay for $40 or $50.
It might, yes.
It might. You
Especially
never
if it's
know.
an autographed copy.
And can people request an autographed copy?
You know the answer to that because you've been
Because I've been autographing a few, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't mind. It brings joy to my heart that anyone could care enough. So the book is fun. What else do we have on the premium content?
Well, something that we often are asked about, do you have any specials? Do you have any coupons for? So what we included in here is a free shipping code. So it's just a one-time use, but really that's all you need because if you're going to purchase from us, you might purchase a couple times a year. So here's your free coupon. So that will save you $10.
Use it when you want to.
Yep. Or if you happen to want to purchase right around July, the first few days of July, first 10 days of July, actually, we have a free shipping code. That's for anyone.
That's our Freedom Shipping
promotion, right? And we're still working on getting that word in the dictionary. It's taking a long time.
Yeah.
It may not ever happen. And then normally around our 12 days of Christmas promotion, which is right after Christmas, there's free shipping there.
And
so,
if people go to one of the conventions that we attend, we have coupons there for free shipping
for
as well.
free shipping, yep.
And we don't sell anything at conventions anymore.
Right. It's mostly just display booth.
We freed up our people to not have to deal with, the Square Cash technology or putting everything into an iPad. And then, of course, sales tax. We just send everything from Oklahoma.
Yep.
And so
with free shipping if you use that coupon.
Free shipping if you use the coupon you pick up at a conference. So
so technically a premium member could get 4 packages shipped to them without having to pay any shipping. So that's kind of cool.
I guess so.
And then, there's several of your conference talks as MP3 downloads.
Right.
So people can listen
and
to
we
your
have
talk.
a few free ones in the catalog. And then we have a bunch others that are, $5 each or something?
$3 each.
$3 each. But you can get all of those.
Right.
With no additional $3. So
exactly. Yeah,
you can build up your whole library.
Yeah. And then we have a couple of samples of products. And we actually included this year, and every year we might change it up a little bit, but this year we included level 1 of linguistic development through poetry memorization.
Oh, and they get that as a downloadable.
Right.
So you can get all 20 poems audio and the whole chapter.
Yep.
Good. Well, and that gets them started. And then if they want to go to level 2, 3, 4, continue on,
right,
they just use their free shipping coupon.
There you go. There you go. So, yes, we have, as I mentioned, tens of thousands of people who have purchased from either us or a reseller. We love our resellers. We're so grateful for them. But inside every box of the Teaching, Writing, Structure, and Style is that card that tells them how to activate their membership. So if you have not activated your membership, would like to see what the checklist generator really can do, because you've already paid for it. It's yours. You just need to activate it. If you've lost your card or something, just go to IEW.com/premium, and there will be some directions for one of our customer service people to contact you and get you going on activating your
we don't want
membership.
anyone to lose out because they lost their card.
No. Life happens.
Also, though, I have started these Saturday webinar things.
Yes, and I was going to end with that. The master classes, these are our IEW premium member master classes. These are webinars just for our premium members. And so we just did one a couple weeks ago on writing
across the curriculum.
Yeah,
yes. That was very interesting,
the
way it all turned out.
Yeah, it was great. And we had so many great questions and lots of interaction with the members that were a part of that. And then you're doing another one. By the time we release this podcast, it will be done.
But it will be available, of course.
Yes. So anybody who's a premium member, you will have access to the recording of that in your account.
Which is classical education and you?
And you, yes.
And you.
Yes. So we often get the question, is IEW
Me.
classical?
Yeah.
And what is actually classical education? So you're going to be answering, that's a past perfect tense or whatever.
You will have answered.
You will have answered those questions, but you haven't yet by the time this podcast airs. And then we've got several more planned. We're talking to...
One on poetry, I think.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yes. And then we'll bring in Lori Verstegen, who's one of our authors, and do a master class on teaching with games, which should be really fun.
Good.
And we just have lots of great content planned, both to fill the toolbox with more tools. You can listen to these webinar recordings at any time, but I think it's really fun when people attend live because there's just community there. People who love each other, who love IEW, who love you, get to be in a room with you virtually and have some great conversation. So I love those master classes.
Do we have any deal for people who bought the Teaching, Writing, Instruction Style before we started the premium content? Like, let's say they bought the TWSS back in 2013.
The light blue one?
The light blue one.
There's a thinner, younger Andrew
Yes,
Pudewa
exactly.
on the cover.
There may be some listeners
Sure.
who still have that thing sitting on their shelf.
Right.
And, of course, we tried. We tried to get everyone to know about the upgrade option.
That's right.
Do we still have that available?
We still have that available.
And what's the deal there?
So if you go to IEW.com/upgrade and fill out the form, return your DVDs. We don't want your seminar notebook. We imagine that your notebook has wonderful memories of you taking notes on elephants and such, so you can keep that. We just want your DVDs back. If you return your DVDs and pay the $30, that's all it is.
No way.
Yep.
$30? Wait a minute. That's less than a year renewal subscription.
This is true.
$30?
That was the number that you came up with. So yes, $30.
And so what if someone had like VHS tapes? Could they still return those VHS tapes?
For that, we will ask you to call customer service.
But we don't want anyone excluded.
Right.
And we want to give everyone a chance to get into this premium content community. And then the renewals will be, I think, $3 and
30 cents a month.
30 cents a month.
Whatever the
Something
math
close
is.
to that.
Here's what it actually is, and I think this is important. One of the things that you said is that when you sign up for something, you're afraid that you're going to forget that you have it.
Right.
I think I am afraid to sign up for something because I'm going to forget to cancel it when I no longer need it because it automatically renews. Our membership does not automatically renew. You will get a reminder your membership is about to expire. You will get another notice that your membership has expired.
Oh, that's good.
And then if you decide to renew, there's a link to click on.
Because you know what I have to go and do right after this? I have to go and look at my credit card bill and find out what subscription just auto-renewed.
Exactly.
Which I don't ever read because I got sucked in by some clever marketing campaign. Then I'm going to have to find the 800 number on the credit card statement and call them to cancel.
Right.
And I hate that.
Well, you won't have to cancel your IEW premium membership.
Well, I better not have
no,
to.
Well,
No, but we don't have this auto-renew business,
No.
so there's no risk you're going to forget that.
Yep.
We'll just try to help. We will hope that the value we offer
Yes.
is such that you would see that renewal and say, oh, how can I live without this checklist generator?
Well, exactly right. And you know what? There are seasons of life.
Yeah.
I'm no longer teaching or homeschooling, so I may not need the premium membership anymore, so I can just let that go. Or maybe I'm going to start homeschooling my grandchildren, so I'm going to need that back again. So yes, premium members renew. Premium members wannabes, go ahead and find out more about it at IEW.com/premium. But I think most importantly, if you have purchased the Teaching, Writing, Structure, and Style second edition, whether you upgraded or have purchased it new as a part of a set, you are a premium member. You just haven't activated it yet.
So activate now.
Activate now.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode and want to hear more, you can subscribe to this podcast in iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher, or just visit us each week at IEW.com/podcasts. Until then, on behalf of Andrew Pudewa and the team at IEW, I thank you for the privilege of allowing us to partner with you on your journey toward better listening, speaking, reading, writing, and thinking.